review it. All right. So for this question, it says patients ordered dopamine infusion to begin at 5 micrograms per kilogram per minute. Patient weighs 70 kilograms and the dopamine available is 400 milligrams per 250 ml. And then at what rate should the nurse begin the infusion? So it doesn't say specifically what to set the infusion rate to, but usually when they talk about setting a rate and they're not talking about drops, it's going to be milliliters per hour. So we'll start off with taking the patient's weight and we're going to multiply it by 5. 5 micrograms kilogram minute. And that gives us 350 micrograms per minute. Now, the question we're looking for is to calculate milliliters per hour. So just kind of keeping in mind what the question is asking for. And then you have the available is the 400 milligrams, 250 ml. Now we have micrograms and we have milligrams. So we need to make a conversion. We actually need to make 2 conversions because we need micrograms to be in milligrams and we need minutes to be in hours. So there's 2 things that need to be done in order to do that. So you can do this in any number of ways, but essentially most of this question is basically like it's a multi-step, multi-conversion type of problem. And the only reason I know why we need to do that is because I know that when we have milligrams, I need milligrams to get to the milliliters. I need to eliminate that. I need a way to get rid of the 400 milligrams to leave me with what's left of the milliliters. And then I know the time it needs to be in hours. So, and then also when you look at the answer key, you know, the answer's in milliliters per hour. So I'm going to do 2 conversions and I'm just going to write it out. I'm going to first convert micrograms to milligrams. And you don't have to do what I'm doing here. If you just move your decimal point over, you'll get the same thing, the 0.35 milligrams per minute. And then I'm going to also recommend that you at this step go ahead and convert the milligrams per minute to milligrams per hour. So 0.35 milligrams per minute. And I'm going to go ahead and convert minutes to hours. So 60 minutes in 1 hour. And I actually did this a little bit different earlier today. So when I post the video, just you can review the 240 video from earlier today. It'll be like 240, review part 1, and this would be part 2. That way you can kind of see the difference, but we're going to come up to the same answer no matter what. So 60 times 0.35 will give me 21 milligrams per hour. Now that I have the milligrams per hour, now I'm just going to use that and apply it to the milligrams per milliliter that I have available dose. So I have 400 milligrams and then 250 milliliters. Make sure I wrote that down right. Yes. I'm just going to eliminate milligrams. And that's all I've been doing this whole time, is just doing conversions. And when I'm done, I should be left with what I'm looking for, which is milliliters per hour. So 21 times 250 divided by 400 will give me that 13.125 milliliters per hour, which is what the key says. But my recommendation is that you round that answer to the nearest tenth. So you would round that to 13.1 milliliters per hour.
Okay, that was my question, because the answer key, it didn't round the answer, but you recommend that we need to round the answer. Okay, good.
Yeah, well, the irony is I'm the one who made this practice test and I'm the one who created the key. So I don't know why I didn't round the answer. So, and it may have just been because of who asked me to make the test, and there was this confusion on what they wanted, and I probably just forgot to round. So I take all the blame.
No problem. Yeah. Okay, that was good. Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, and the other one, it is question number 15. Actually, I know how to do the math for that question, but I just want to make sure what's the right way to do the math in order to get the whole point for that question.
So tell me what you did.
Question number 15. I did 420 cc multiplied by 1 hour over 120 cc, which gives which gives like a big number of the minutes. And my question is that should I do any other math in order to convert the minute to hour, or I can just make it in my mind and write it on the paper?
I mean, the setup is what is important. So you did everything you said was perfect. So 420, and I'm just going to go ahead and divide by the 120 times the 1 hour, which is exactly what you did. You reduce that and you get 3.5.
Yes.
And if you did that already in your head, then you're fine. And that's what they're looking for. So just 3.5 hours.
Okay, so I can like convert that to the minutes in my mind and just write it down in there.
Right. And so I think what they wanted you to write was 3 hours, 30 minutes.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And then like if you were to get like, let's say you got 3.25 hours. Okay. Remember, that's a quarter of an hour. So a quarter of an hour would be half of a half an hour, right? So that would be 3 hours
and 15 minutes.
15 minutes. You got it. Okay. Yeah. So sometimes people get hung up on quarter hour thinking it's 25. And you would say like, oh no, that's like third graders do that. And I was like, no, college students do this too. So yeah, so you're good. It's you're doing that. The question specifically said calculate the number of hours and minutes. So you want to make sure you wrote it out like this: 3 hours, 30 minutes.
Okay, got it. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Okay, good. So that's all. I don't have any other questions.
Okay, that's good. Did you have any, are you okay with the heparin protocol and everything?
Yes, I remember last semester you mentioned that we're gonna get either the part A or part B for the like the actual test. Is that the same for the?
Yeah,
for the
so you'll,
semester?
yeah, it's the same setup. So you'll either get both A and B, like
yeah.
so one bolus, one heparin or one bolus, one infusion rate, or C1, C2, where you're still doing one bolus and one infusion rate. So what you said was correct. And then I gave you 4 questions to practice.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Cool.
Good. Thank you so much, Dr. Rat. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And if you have any questions, let me know. And if I don't hear from you, good luck on your test and good luck on your last semester.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thanks for all you did for during this first semester. That was so helpful.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.